This week in a chord session, we're clearing up the confusion between the Sus2 and the Add9 chords, what's the difference and how you can play them. So on my Instagram feed, I often post Add9 chords in my Chord of the Day series because I love the sound of them. But I often get comments from my followers asking why is the major second scale degree in that chord named a ninth, but in this chord it's a 2. So in this lesson, we're going to break down the Sus2 and the Add9 chords, and I'm going to give you a whole host of different ways that you can play these chords and add them to your chord bank. So let's take a zoom in and break this down. Okay, starting up with the Sus2 grip. Now that is a 3-note chord. Key difference, Sus2 is a 3-note chord, Add9 is a 4-note chord. The Sus2 is a root, major second, perfect fifth, or a root 2, 5. The third of the major or minor triad is replaced with the major second. So thinking through some examples in the key of C, a C triad is C, E, G. If I switch out the E for the open D string, I get C, D, G. That then is the C Sus2. To get other voicings, we can just move these notes in different octaves or on different strings. So I could take the D note, put it on string 2, and as I mute string 4 under the finger 3, a nice, clean, crisp C Sus2. So from this grip, I could play the open G in the 5th fret of the D string, C Sus2 still. That probably consider coming out of this shape, like the A form of the Sus2 grip. That, although there are 5 notes, it's still only the 3 intervals. We have root, 5th, root, 2, 5. So it's still just a Sus2 grip. Coming back to this, you could take that D note and play it on string number 3 at the 7th fret. The old Andy Summers Sus2 grip. Could take that C note, put it on string 6, a lesser known Sus2 grip there. Could take the G, put that onto string 5. Take the D, put it on string 4. All these grips. All Sus2 grips. So thinking about a chord progression, you could substitute any chords out for a Sus2 with the exception of perhaps a 3 chord in the key. Why is that? Well, because if we think about a sort of a chord scale in the key of C, so I'm walking up a note in the key of C major on across string set 3 here. So that would work. The 2 chord can be a Sus2 as well. But as I come to the third, the E, I would require an F sharp, but I have an F natural in the key of C major. So it doesn't work. 4's fine though. And the 5, as is the 6. But the 7, it's not a Sus2 either, and we don't tend to see the 7 chord in chord progressions. So the key thing is to look out for the 3 chord. That's not a Sus2. But in theory, the other chords could be replaced with a Sus2 grip. Just use those ears and see what sounds good to you. So for the Add9 chord, the Add9, as I mentioned before, is a 4-note chord, and the starting point is a major or minor triad, and to that we add in the 9th interval. Now the 9th is the same note as the major second, but when we add it into a major triad, we do so in the higher octave. We don't tend to add it in root 2, 3, 5, because that's just going to muddy up the sound too much. So when this major second is added in, it's done so at the octave. Chord extensions that go beyond the octave we term 9ths, 11ths, and 13ths, being the 2nd, 4th, and 6th scale degrees. So root 3, 5, and then we could add in the D note as the 9th. Root 3, 5, 9. One voicing, we could do it this way. May have seen this one. It's called the C form of the Add9 chord. I like to work with the caged approach with chord voicings. So in terms of an A-shaped chord, the root note is here. The ninth would be here. We had the Sus2 grip just before. So if we can add in the major third to that, we have an Add9 grip. We can bar down in the 3rd fret to hit the G note, the 5th on string 1. And there's the grip. I could move that C note onto string 6 as we did before with the Sus grip, but this time we're going to bar down with finger 1. And we have that for an Add9 grip. Major Add9, we could also do it this way, with the root note on the top. Within the E shape we have this grip, root 3, 5, and 9. This is a nice one. And within the D form, we could do this, but it's kind of nasty. So if you want to do it with that, you'd probably lose the root note, giving that, or you could add the root note on string 5 and back into more of a C form. There's some Add9 grips. And because the 3rd is present, you can have major Add9s, but you can also then have minor Add9s. So that's just starting from a minor triad and you add in the 9th. So within a chord and a key again, you could substitute the chords with Add9s. So C Add9, you'd have D minor Add9. You could not have an E minor Add9 because again, the issue with the F natural, it would be this. But we could have an F Add9. We could have a G Add9. We could have an A minor Add9. But again, we have trouble with the 7th, but that would be the shape. So again, with Add9s, you can substitute chords for Add9s, but not on the 3. So there you are, that is the Sus2 and the Add9 chords. Hopefully that's cleared up any confusion that you might have had. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. And as you do so, don't forget to ring that bell. If you'd like to get a little deeper into your theory, I have a 25% discount on my 2 courses in my online school, Guitar Root Busters Essential Theory and Triads Inside Out. So in the description, you will also find a link to my free ebook, Fretboard Mastery. This is how you can effectively learn the notes of the fretboard in just a few days. And there'll be Guitar Pro and PDF tabs available for this lesson for my supporters on Patreon, where for as little as $3 per month, you can help support the channel and get exclusive access to principles from both my Instagram feed and YouTube channel. Questions and suggestions, please do leave them in the comments. You guys have a great week, and I'll see you next time.